Hi, everyone. This is Cara, an occupational therapy student from KU. Since spring is almost here, I wanted to share how you can get your spring and summer plants started indoors so you are ready to plant them outside once the weather is nice and warm enough. To get your garden started, you will need some seeds such as vegetables, herbs, fruits, or flowers. I will be using basil seeds. To plant your seeds, you will need either small pots, plastic or styrofoam cups, or even an egg carton. Egg cartons work great, especially cardboard ones, because they are already sectioned out and you can plant them directly into the ground later on. You will also need dirt or potting soil. You will want to get your seedlings started about 4 to 6 weeks before the last average frost date in your area. For Kansas City, that date can range from mid-April to early May. You will also want to make sure that your pot, cup, or egg carton where you plan to plant your seeds has holes in the bottom to allow for water to drain. Planting on a tray that has a non-slip surface can also be helpful. You can use Dicem, a rubber mat, or non-slip shelf and drawer liners to keep your container in place while planting.
To plant my seeds, I'm going to use an egg carton that I poked holes into the bottom of to allow for water drainage. I'm also going to place all of my supplies onto a tray. It would be helpful to place a non-slip mat underneath of your egg carton so that it doesn't move around while you're planting. You can use Dicem, a rubber mat, or non-slip shelf and drawer liners that can be found at Home Depot or Lowe's. You'll also want a lid to place your seeds onto while you're planting, so that it's easier to grab them as you go.
To plant the seeds, fill the container of your choice about 2/3 of the way with soil. Then place 2 to 4 seeds into the container. Next, cover the seeds with a thin layer of soil and pat it down.
While you're planting, you'll want to make sure all of your supplies are within easy reach. First, you'll fill the slots of the egg carton about 2/3 of the way full with dirt or potting soil. Next, you'll place 1 or 2 seeds into each slot. And then you'll place a little bit more dirt or potting soil on top. And you'll fill as many of the cartons as you wish.
After your seeds are planted, you will want to water them so that the soil stays damp. It is a good idea to keep them in a sunny and warm spot. You will also want to rotate the containers regularly so that all the plants get even sunlight as they grow. Once the seedlings have sprouted and have about 2 to 3 sets of leaves, you will want to start preparing them for the outdoors. To do this, you should place the seedlings outside in a protected area, such as up against your house or under an awning, for about 4 hours a day. Then you can bring them in after the time is up. Each day, you should increase their time outside by about 2 hours. Then after about a week to 10 days, they will be ready to be planted outside. Refer to your seed packet to determine the best time to transfer your plants outside and even where to plant them. Each type of plant has different specifications regarding the temperatures they do best in and how much sunlight they like. Once you have chosen the time and location to plant your seeds, dig a hole in the ground. If you are using a cardboard egg carton, you can cut or tear the cartons apart and plant them directly into the ground. Then, once the seedlings are planted, water them regularly and check on them as time goes on. Soon, you will have a spectacular garden. Here is a pesto recipe you can use your basil for. Pesto is great on pasta, chicken, or even as a sauce on pizza. For the pesto, you will need 2 cups of fresh basil leaves, 2 tablespoons of pine nuts or walnuts, 2 large cloves of garlic, half a cup of extra virgin olive oil, and half a cup of freshly grated Parmesan cheese. To make the pesto, combine the basil, nuts, and garlic in the food processor and process them until they are very finely minced. With the machine running slowly, add in the oil and process until the mixture is smooth. Finally, add the cheese and process briefly to combine all the ingredients. Store in the refrigerator or freezer. Caprese salad is another refreshing recipe you can make with the basil. It's great to put on a sandwich or to use as a side or appetizer. You will need 3 vine-ripe tomatoes that are cut 1/4 inch thick, 1 pound of mozzarella that is cut 1/4 inch thick as well, 20 to 30 basil leaves, extra virgin olive oil, and coarse salt and pepper. To make the caprese salad, layer alternating slices of tomatoes and mozzarella with a basil leaf in between each on a platter. Then drizzle the salad with extra virgin olive oil and season with salt and pepper. I hope you enjoyed this video and that your gardens are wonderful this season.